Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally, making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago, internationally Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Buleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine Studies. As a discipline, Marine Studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive Studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy Studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, the Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, Womanist, Busadi Theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage.
By the virtue of the powers vested in me this morning as the acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we request you to join us in a silent prayer or any form of meditation or any deity to which you subscribe as we give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Could you go on a silent prayer, please? Thank you. You may be seated. The Chancellor, in his absentia, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mvuyelwa-Mbeki, members of Council and their partners, many of whom are watching us online right now, the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Unisa, in absentia, Professor Puleng Linkebula, graduates, family members, parents, sisters, brothers, children, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, loved ones, peers, and beloved in-laws, management of Unisa and various levels, guardians, supporters, funders, Unisa alumni, Unisa students, and most importantly, to you, the graduating class of autumn 2024, Dumelang, Sheng, Molweni, Sanbonan, good morning. Jambo, all protocol is observed. My name is Professor Tenjiwe Meiwa. I'm the Vice Principal responsible for research, postgraduate studies, innovation, and commercialization. And I thank you, all of you, for making this ceremony this morning possible. Asante sana. On the international front, as a university, we're very remorse about the continued conflict, which has led to a number of lives lost in the Middle East. We also remorse about what's happening on the African continent with the wars in Mozambique, Ethiopia, the northern region of Ethiopia, that's where one of our campuses is, Sudan, the DRC, and many other places. Graduates, this is very seminal for you. You are graduating on the very last day of May. It couldn't have been this better. You save the best for the last. The last for the best, whichever way it is. And this is the 30th year of our freedom as a country. It is also the month we refer to as the month of Africa, with the 25th of May being Africa Day. It is also the month in which our very first democratic president, Mandela, our alumnus, was installed as the first president of this democratic country. So the number of boxes you've ticked. And I'm happy that it is also the month in which many African countries celebrate their independence. Just a week ago, we were in Eritrea. I have not stopped marveling about this. In Eritrea, we last week graduated Master of Laws graduates, more than 20, about 14 of whom were judges. I thought you were going to say, wow, tell me one university that's able to do that. Unisa is indeed an international university. I'm honored this morning to be on duty on behalf of the Chancellor himself, His Excellency, Dr. Mbeki. He sends his apologies. He could not make it this morning. He also sends his congratulations. He is the titular head of the university and the custodian of graduations. The Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Puleng Linkebula, also sends apologies. She couldn't make it. She also sends congratulatory remarks. Carrying out this responsibility, I know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we won't remember all these names, but because we are on the World Wide Web, we're recording all of this. It's 31st of May, 2024. There shall never be another. So we are calling out these names for our records and archives. Assisting me on this duty, acting as the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, is Mrs. Masalesa, who is acting as the registrar. She'll be at the very extreme end of the stage, draping you. You're already draped, but officially that's what we will be doing. And I must, before going forward, acknowledge that we have a special guest of the university, Director General, Gauteng Province, Mr. Edward Mosue. Thank you for gracing our ceremony, Sam. From the college representatives, this is who we have. From the College of Law, we have Professor Manamela. From the College of Human Sciences, we have Professor Mudau. From the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Dr. Lirotori. From the College of Economic and Management Sciences, again, we have Antia Amadi. I think this is Prof. Amadi Echinedu. From the College of Engineering, Science and Technology, we have Professor Ndo. From the College of Agriculture and Environmental...
Here's what I found.
Oh my goodness, what did you find, my darling? Sorry about that, you know these smart things. From the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, we have Dr. Masebe. From the College of Education, we have Professor Munyai and Professor Mudau. From the College of Accounting Sciences, we have Ms. Polo and Ms. Professor Katilisi. From the Graduate School of Business Leadership, we have Professor Fenter. You won't remember all these names, but because we're recording on the World Wide Web, we have to record them thus. We have 4 doctoral graduates this morning. It's very seminal. We hardly ever have this number. And I must acknowledge their supervisors, Professor Mnabweze, Professor Maritz, Professor J.E. Maritz, and Professor Bickert. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very happy this morning. Finally, this day has come, graduates. Eh? And I'm happy that you've met it with such preparation. You look gorgeous. The eyelashes are quite nicely visible. And so is the makeup on point and the high heels. I'm delighted, ladies and gentlemen, that we are graduating just this autumn season. More than 40,000 graduates. I'm not talking of the year. We presume that we shall be graduating a maximum of possible 80, more or less, or 70,000. Other universities, just to give you the scale of how huge Unisa is, other universities will have this number recorded in their books, who are applicants, students registered, staff on their books, including their visitors. At Unisa, we graduate that number just in one autumn season. We are not called a mega university by joke. We are 150 years old plus one, and we have almost 500,000 students. This morning, these women and men we're presenting to you have worked very hard to get to where they are today. They are an embodiment and a true expression of the fact that life starts when you act, not just hoping and believing. They exemplify what E. Gilbert makes reference to as they are the agents of their own actions and lives, looking for ongoing change, transformation, and success in their lives. They exemplify what hard work looks like, and they demonstrate what Robert Schuller says, open quotes, tough times don't last, but tough people do, a close quote. You tough people, well done. Hence, today, you are reaching the climax of this journey, the culmination of the height of your hard work. Today, you reach one of your goals. Today, we indeed become what we had been hoping you shall be and are celebrating with you. Unlike other universities, I'm sorry I've got to compare, we celebrate Unisa students because being a Unisa student, a graduate, is not easy. It calls for discipline, commitment, self-discipline, for going a whole lot number of things. When you don't even see us, I should have said, it's nice to finally meet you. We thank you for your support of our graduates, our students, and therefore we matched up all your preparations with our above-board preparations. We have a number of cameras. We've spent millions on them to ensure that we capture you from the back, from the front, from the sides, all over. As you walk, each one of you shall have their moment on the red carpet, which we've just cleaned this morning just for you. So you enjoy the moment as you walk on the red carpet. But before we get there, audience, please, when our graduates get to be next to the podium, when you get to the podium, now my 4 doctoral graduates, the pressure is on you. You must show everybody how this is done. If you get it wrong, our archives will be spoiled. So you get up here, you face the audience. As a colleague calls out your name, you give them a piece of paper. The cameras are that side. We've got to catch you properly on the camera, smiling. We've had our graduates, some of them spoiling our archives. Please don't do that. Ensure nothing is sticking out of your teeth or nose, because you want our archives well and good. The 2 feet here, stand on those 2 feet. We've demonstrated them here on the floor, everybody. Ensure that you are on those feet. When each name is called, I implore and plead you, let's celebrate to the end of the earth, but when each name is called, we want to record the name. Family members, guardians, supporters want to hear the name. We want to record the name. Please stop a bit when we call out the name. After we've called out the name, you leave your paper here with your identity. You walk down. Where I was standing, there's a knee-la. We call that a knee-la because officially you're receiving your degree. You put one knee or both knees, and you lower your head a bit as I tap you on your metaboard. If you're not wearing a metaboard today, you will not use the knee-la. Some graduates have confused the knee-la for a chair and sat there. We like that fun, but not today. Some have knelt before the knee-la, but ensure that you just watch the 4 doctoral red gown graduates. They kneel, they've done this too many times not to mix it up this time around. So we go down, next to where I shall be seated next to the knee-la. Unlike other universities, we congratulate each graduate. We shake your hand, receive that, and then you go further down to where the registrar acting shall be to formally hood you. And where you'll be, there'll be pictures taken as well. So face the front and ensure that you do all of this properly. I know this has been sent to you in writing, it's been told to you, but we have too many mistakes that somehow bother on spoiling our archives. We request that you stay for 2.5 hours. This ceremony is very short. It's going to be 2.5 hours. Please stay the entire time. The very first graduate that you shall have is as important as the very last one. We regard all our graduates very important. They work very hard. We want to give them all the respect. Please don't walk out of the room while the ceremony is ongoing. We have had some graduates doing that, but we capture them on the World Wide Web, and your children and great-grandchildren are how go. What happened that day? You walked out tiptoed before the end of the ceremony. You don't want to be a bad example, eh? Just a warning. So once we've done that, we will then get the ceremony dissolved. This is the first part of the ceremony. It has 6 parts. It sounds many. I will tell you about the other parts later on. But the second part is actually a speech from the Chancellor himself. He has sent...
I couldn't skip this.
He has sent somebody to read his speech. That is Professor Model from the College of Law. That is the second part. The third part shall be hooding what I was explaining, that most part. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, just for 3 seconds, let's get to our bags and take out those cell phones, please, and put them on silent. They tend to spoil our archives, and our systems are not friendly to those cell phones. Please put them on silent. I've actually taken out my one, putting it on silent just to demonstrate how it's done. Thank you. Enjoy the moment. Graduates, thank you. Once I'm seated, Prof. Mutli shall come through. Thank you. Ngiyabonga.
The Chancellor, His Excellency, former President Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice-Chancellor Prof. Puleng Linkabula, Acting Vice-Chancellor Prof. Mayiwa, the Chairperson and members of Council, the Registrar, Vice Principals, Executive Deans, School Directors, Convocation, distinguished guests, beloved friends and family. To our esteemed graduates, we applaud your resilience and determination that led you to become alumni of the University of South Africa. You have triumphed over numerous adversities and challenges, a testament to your strength and character. But your journey of defying the odds does not end here. Instead, it is a lifelong commitment to live an extraordinary life that transcends the traumas of your past, present, and future, that supersedes academic instruction in pursuit of wisdom, that shatters the unwelcomed labels and limitations that others may have placed on you and that you may have inadvertently placed on yourself. I want to share a story that changed my life and my perspective on how the impossible is possible when you dare to defy and step out fearlessly in faith. The story is about 3 primary school girls who were considered too cognitively challenged, or to put it plainly, dumb, to take a scholastic test with the rest of their peers in their grade, which was ironically designed to reveal hidden academic potential. These 3 girls faced the shame of rejection, being labeled as not good enough to even try. This despairing experience could have defined their futures, but for the grace of God, the village that supported them in their respective journeys, and for them living their purpose intentionally. In each of their respective journeys, they chose to step out into their destinies despite the original script. What became of these three girls, you may ask? Well, one became a civil engineer, the other an industrial psychologist, and the other is the professor of psychology standing before you today, delivering the Chancellor's address against all odds. Thank you. I say this with all humility to remind you that you will defy the odds. You will step into your greatness and fulfill your calling to live an extraordinary life that builds on the foundations of your village of people on whose shoulders you stand on today, as you in turn become the scaffolds of hope and courage for the next generation. C.S. Lewis said, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the end. I challenge everyone in the room to make the start today. However, this extraordinary life is not a romanticized one. It is not an easy journey. Instead, it is a life lived in excellence and can most certainly not be achieved by living with a sense of entitlement. Entitlement is a perilous ideology because it serves the modern status quo, which breeds mediocrity, corruption, and unethical behavior, all for the promise of instant gratification. Instead, an extraordinary life comes from living honestly, ethically, authentically, purposefully, and intentionally with the realization that life is a journey best lived in service of humanity. It comes from daring to engage and actively address our society's social problems critically. You can't achieve the impossible while being distracted by the vanity of social media or the overconsumption of other meaningless pursuits. You must be intentional in planning your strategy for success. Vygotsky's theory of proximal development simply states that we can achieve more than we can on our own when we are taught, nurtured, mentored, and coached to go beyond. This understanding means that no one, regardless of your IQ or circumstance, should not excel or go beyond. But I ask you a defining question today. Who is your village? Be intentional about seeking out people who will want you to succeed, who will want to help you thrive and flourish, and reconsider those who don't. The path may seem impossible at times. On the path to an extraordinary life, there will be many shut doors. Keep on knocking. There will be many no's. Keep on asking. There will be many unmarked trails. Keep on seeking for hidden potential and opportunities. The multi-generational author Theodore Gessel, better known as Dr. Seuss, was rejected 27 times before he eventually published his first book. International Grammy-winning pop star Katy Perry sold just 200 copies of her first album. It took Thomas Edison thousands of tries before he finally invented the light bulb. If they became defined by their rejections and failures, the world will be a much dimmer and duller place to live in, both literally and figuratively. The certificate you receive today is only your beginning, the beginning of possibilities, of opportunities and adventure. I challenge you to embrace your path of excellence in becoming a history maker and a planet shaker, as you find your village and in turn become the village that helps others to succeed, be it in the competitive world of work or in other domains, by living generously. Unleash your potential and live your best life while developing your emotional intelligence and empathy for others and their struggle. Studies indicate that emotional intelligence is twice as important as IQ or vocational skills in succeeding in leadership and at work. Fall in love again and again with the beauty, the wonder, and the privilege of learning beyond your degree, beyond your limitations, but do so graciously and in humility. Albert Einstein said, "The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance." Be strong, be courageous, be determined, brave, and fearless. Understand that your value is not determined by the likes on your social media platform, the rejections, mistakes, traumas, or the number of times you may fail. Success comes to those who do not accept any other alternative. And on this journey, you may fail, be it 27 times or over 1,000 times. But you, my dear graduate, are a unison. You come from a pedigree of excellence, and you and your village will rise. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Model, for such a befitting of the Chancellor's address, talking of defying the odds, that hope and courage should be a graduate's middle name, towards ensuring integrity as well as finding solutions to the problems. Thank you. By the virtue of the powers entrusted upon me this morning as the Acting Vice-Chancellor, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the University on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me. Colleagues.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Raymond Chung Cheng Chu for the degree of Doctor of Laws. I request his co-supervisor, Prof. S.E.M. Tladi, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled A Comparative Study on Efficacy of South African Copyright and Design Law in Addressing Infringement of Sculptures by 3D Printing, he explores the efficacy of the existing framework of copyright and design laws in South Africa to combat the unauthorized reproduction of sculptures by 3D printing. Copyright and design laws of the UK, EU, US, and Singapore were evaluated to provide a sound foundation from which the South African legal framework can be developed in supporting future initiatives and usage of 3D printing. The recommendation is that existing copyright legislation be amended to afford sui generis protection for CAD files within the IP regime and for the adoption of the comparators' experience on unregistered design rights for their rights to be protected.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Raymond Chung Cheng Chu the degree of Doctor of Laws.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Laws on Raymond Chung Cheng Chu. Congratulations, Dr. Chu.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Velma Pelsa for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request your supervisor, Prof. J.E. Maritz, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled An Inclusive Clinical Trial Research Education Program for Investigators in Health Sciences, she explores the necessity of enlarging the pool of clinical trial investigators to meet the growing health challenges. The thesis develops a targeted educational program for clinical trial researchers in South Africa, enhancing their ability to conduct complex clinical trials. Recommendations are provided for educators and industry stakeholders aiming to build a competent workforce capable of achieving positive patient outcomes and addressing the demands of modern clinical research.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Velma Pelsa the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Velma Pelsa. Congratulations, Dr. Pelsa.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Matilda Chabalala for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor J.E. Maris, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled A Framework for the Management of Nurse-Educator Bullying in Nurse Education Institutions, she addresses the pervasive issue of bullying among nurse educators within these institutions. The study develops and validates a framework using a qualitative phenomenological approach. The research unveils the covert dynamic of power and the emotional impact of bullying, culminating in strategic recommendations for fostering a supportive work environment. This framework aims to enhance workplace conditions and train skilled nurse educators, contributing significantly to nursing education.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request to you to confer on Matilda Chabalala the degree of Doctoral of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Matilda Chabalala. Congratulations, Dr. Chabalala.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Thabisile Belinda Maphumulo for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the supervisor, Professor P. Bickard, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Primary School Mathematics Teachers' Experiences of Differentiated Teaching in Selected Rural and Peri-Urban Schools, she explores the implementation of differentiation by primary school mathematics teachers in their classrooms. A three-tiered theoretical framework is created by integrating social justice theory, goal-orientated teacher decision-making theory, and differentiation models. She identifies important aspects of mathematics teachers' differentiation practices in rural and peri-urban contexts. The study makes a valuable contribution in the area of differentiation of mathematics teaching, providing insight into rural and peri-urban primary mathematics classrooms. Parts of the study have already been published in an international journal.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Thabisile Belinda Maphumulo the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Tapsile Belinda Mapumulo. Congratulations, Dr. Mapumulo.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Business Leadership. Elson Madoda Magosa. Gwendolyn Makura. Dikeledi Petunia Malachi. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor Ntangenedzeni Mapoli, also known to us as Professor Mapoli, is of course a Unisa colleague in the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Tembeka Mildred Mpefu. Pumelele Valencia Mkina. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Business Administration. Eugene Kromwinkel. Godfrey Masindi.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Kodani Bridget Ndo received the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Rembelane Rodola Kumalo. Puleng Joyce Magagula. Mofo Magoma. Ke di bone Pheki Makgoba. Ana Motshebetsi Mofokeng. Kgolonofatso Masana Motlapi. Lerato Bosetsana Motsoneng. Tsepiso Mary Pamo. Hlulani Promise Ndobe. Futso Sohul.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following students receive the degree of Bachelors of Arts Honours. Zakaria Kachalia. Margaret Louisa Clark. Lethia Clay Hans, degree obtained with distinction. Lazel Cock. Nomfundo Mabaso. Sello Precious Makananise. Unisa staff, thank you. Nomzamo Mbali Jalose. Nokolo Mukholiswa. Masejo Nicoli Modise. Ntabisenyi Maholotwa. Fumani Loveridge Mukasi. Johanna Molele, degree obtained with distinction. Stefina Lebogan Munare. Kutlwano Motuakai. Koketso Roda Mutsipe. Bongani Daniel Nswane, degree obtained with distinction. Azuyangwisi Norman Nebutaru. Thank you. Noko Lizinkwana. Miranda Potter. Thank you. Muloko Anna Ratladi. Tavisile Mbali Skakane, degree obtained with distinction. Mutwane Corin Silinda. Pascalina Sonlane. Libogan van Wyk. Okay, thank you. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelors of Information Science Honours. Ivy Tubake Malachi. Tandi Roslyn Mutswari. Silva Dimakato Ngobeni. Simedi Edith Nkuna.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Omurie Sande Aibekain. Christo Boyson. Ankia Buitendag. Ricardo George de Pasha. Shanae de Berner. My apologies, Acting Vice Chancellor, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. The Shanae de Berner receives the degree with distinction. Dane Ganesh. Nerosha Govender, degree obtained with distinction. Melisha Guama Ramboda. Shaista Hansraj. Lungisile Life Latswayo. Siobhan Camus. Pasela Doreen Kekana. Pulani Judith Khobe. Nkosi Mpile Kumalo. Morwadi Matilda Kobedi. Kajal Kuber. Machele Beatrice Ledwaba. Degree obtained with distinction. Eunice Takani Machi Mana. Angeline Pokelo Madichoe. Numisa Madhubani. Lebohang Michelle Makubela. Vincent Morwa Matsatsi Manyaka. Takani Manyanga. Talent Mapuranga.
Kerry Marcus, the degree obtained with distinction. Priscilla Mashava. Semakaleng Rosina Mashiho. Moleke Chris Gift Matabata. Motswaledi Refense Kenrich. Nkgopeleng Nthabiseng Mathinya, Muipone Lethabo Mathole, the degree obtained with distinction. Portia Mazizi, Rebecca Ntabiseng Mekwe, Tshepo Melanu, Tobeka Menze, Shirley Ellen Mkiva, Kaugelo Donald Malekgodi, Regina Malekgaga Modieginyana, I beg your pardon. Nkululeko Victor Mofokeng, Bongekile Phethile Molepo, Lillian Lebogang Moleya, Matieho Maria Motlohi, Raisibe Priscilla Mphahlele, Khotatso Justice Mphela, Daluxolo Mthweni, Chawanangwa Gift Mukokwa, Sivekelwe Remofense Ngube, Precious Zanele Ndiweni, Abatakali Nemekula, Professor Besi Ngubana, Dineo Valencia Nhlekethwa, yes, girl. Yes, girl. Millicent Nkhosa, okay. Mulweli Deborah Olen Rewaju, okay. Stephanie Pillay, Lindy Post-Hamas. Daniele Shamaine Rapuling. Nonhlanhla Vanessa Sibeko. Deirdre Amanda Elizabeth Seacott. Jennifer Nkele Simelani. Lionel Serges Singh. Tebogo Tabani. Badise Chaka. George Guy Tully Stewart.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education Honours. Shuniz Hamed, degree obtained with distinction. Emma Baloyi. Okay. Douglas Bebe, degree obtained with distinction. Tembani Lungile Pengu. Regina Vulazana Chikwe. Shepet Chimbunde. Elgeria Alison Dival. Molly Buzi Makakaila Dissolution. Pumla Hlachwayo. Nyembezi Hlongwane. Daphne Masengeta Hlongwane.
Yes, madam.
Gugu Miriam Hodges. Ayesh
Aisha Hussein. Ntabeleng Kapula. Jironi Estrella Kundasami, degree obtained with distinction. Miriam Mpeto Liboho. Malif Shasani Helen Lekalakala. Itumeleng Yurika Liotlela. Figile Mabanga, degree obtained with distinction. Koketso Ashley Machaba. Cynthia Nomtandazo Madlala. Siwongile Majola. Dineo Makopa. Wumbi Charity Makubela. Masigele Takani Makula. Matapelo Doli Maluleka, degree obtained with distinction. Tutuzile Abigail Masuku. Itebogen Rose Matabani. Ivy Matebula. Zanele Stobiso Matenjwa. Vela Innocent Mdledle. Homutehang Linda Mudise Monjani. Rufine Tesri Mohosho. Palisa Christina Mulebati. Agatha Mulefe. Billy Happy Mvelase. Andani Ndaza. Rinshay Nell. Aisha Gloria Nonyani. Singobile Ntando, degree obtained with distinction. Princess Tembegile Pagati. Mapula Makobani Nicole Rampoko. Kudzia Abdul Kudas Said. Matotsi Cecilia Sekwari. Teboho Nomalanga Shongwe. Maserame Shabalala. Matabo Hope Chihu. Elmarie van Wyk. Nongeto Shalin Zulu. Precious Matapelo Zulu.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Jabu Wilson Bila. Koketo Stefina Bokaba. Patiswa Bukula. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Amanda Gabriela Carreira obtains the degree with distinction. Esihle Diko. Nokulunga Charity Hlatshwayo. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Zainab Yohiat receives the degree with distinction. Tebatso Tebello Lebupa. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Kineilwe Lekalakala receives the degree with distinction. Sina Agrineth Amohelang Lungu. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Thandi Mabunda receives the degree with distinction. Dipenyo Machaba. Mahobane Precious Mahlasi. Meladi Sharon Makula. Mampo Reineth Makua. Manyelane Thandeka Malapela. Beverly Mahlatsi Malachi. Bethwel Fana Malinga. All right. Linda Nkosazana Maredi. Mukhadi Beloved Masekela. Cynthia Kabonina Maseko. Thandolwethu Nomalungelo Masilela. Duduzile Masondo. Malefaso Ana Matekani. Reply Matebula. Google to Pretty Mbata. Kanyisile Mbonani. Sophie Queen Mduli. Navelani Bevili Mkansi. Dango Tepo Patience Mkomazi. Ntauleng Laura Mufukeng. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor Mbuso Welcome Mukiri receives a degree with distinction. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor Prudence Mukwena receives a degree with distinction. Marlene Umpile Mulobi. Lerato Munaring. Neo Munyukulu. Ntabiseng Lina Motaung. Onika Muchinya. Sheli Mahlodi Nkweng. Tembisa Victoria Ntoyake. Nare Gertrude Setlaku. Itebogeng Sekati. Joanna Ntombifuthi Sindani. Lebogang Roslyn Tema. Mohali Othedia Tulare. Lesego Priti Tshosane. Refilwe Lucia Vessels. Manteletsana Felicia Zimba. Mudiego Masemula. Mamokete Belina Muluzi. Gertrude Madihwe Chosani. Kwena Julian Ratau. Edwin Fawani. Aubrey Ernest Mnisi. Karabo Mweketsipura.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Maboranda Ivodia Dau receives the degree of Baccalaureus Technology. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Rebecca Didintle Patswani received the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Okay. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Tsantseke Juliet Dali. Venice Lebogang Golden. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Valencia Tandega Madlazi. Obasa Danbobo. Delaray Francis. Constance Khwadi. Dieketseng Solanang Beverly Lengwe. Millicent Remufile Minyatswe. Millicent Remufile Minyatswe. Manuku Kate Mwabelo. Kidiboni Poshia Muila. Dimpo Sibulaishi Mola. Nsibile Confidence Monaring. Matume Clement Munyepa. Michael Tebogo Mushugi. Pholela mpi yakhe. Hey. Thank you. Kehla Nicholas Mzizi. Nonhlanhla Ethel Nsele. Okay. Loganath Naidu.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Charlize Hetash. Colleen Fiona Spagnolo. Maria Di Fatima Fiera Santos.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Nonhlanhla Keswa. Tumelo Sydney Machi. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Mohammed Saif Shaikh obtains the degree with distinction. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Lilita Mayosi. Mbalenhle Shongwe.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Tsepiso Timothy Ramadi. Brian Moses Songoro.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Petunia Itumeleng Mohaeji Matlala. Caroline Andiswa Olowe.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Sianda Makokwa. Mary Jane Lindiwe Klope. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Grace Joyce Mawandlela receives the degree of Bachelor of Information Science.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Elvis Chuene. Bongani Regina Hlengani. Khomulemo Onkgopotse Kekana. Mokopi Miriam Khumalo. Zamantungwa Veronica Mabaso. Riabetwe Mangwate. Lindiwe Masilela. Tolofelo Notembela Masilela. Pelela Mdladlamba. Abongile Mdubeki. Mashoto Mukhoe. Ditebogo Julia Mwekezi. Ponzo Constance Mpenyane. Tonderai Mukuze. Dimakato Stephen Sujovu. Rendani Rejoice Mingwenani. Tintwalo Ngonyama. Masenhle Luzen Nokwani. Katlego Phefo. Requiem Paraneng Serote. Nkosikhona Shoyisa. Avela Sigweli. Tlangelani Tulufelo Sithole. Okay.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Kesia Chembia. Sasha Kasaveni Govenda. Kutulo Vivian Mafodi. Zuzi Wemhlongo. Mamokoni Consilia Mokhali. Molebogeng Messi Mokhodi. Octavia Tebogo Mokhadi. Ntombi Molema. Mahlazi Bridget Mpembe. Oh, I beg your pardon. Mpebe. Mpebe. Okay. Solani Moses Msengi. Faith Karen Nkomo. Pindulo Victoria Rathakaru. Francio Henry van Eeren. Diploma obtained with a distinction.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Prince Maleka receives a postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Tiffany Nakita Gosani. Pumelelo Esther Mahlangu.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Karabo Emmanuel Rakwali. Makubane Paulina Ramawele. Pindile Trinity Sidu.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate received the diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Silo Amos Nyato. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Sana Matlokhonolo Tefo received the degree with distinction. Sorry, the diploma with distinction. Given Nkato Temo.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Basani Jessica Baloi. Kifuo Mukwena. Thelma Leah Motwa. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the national diploma. Stephen Peter Tolman. Bella Amogelang Tinyiko Kaba. Siboniso Bonginkosi Zwane. Kiabetswe Major.
We wait for all our graduates to be seated. That's how much we value Unisa graduates. Thank you. Without you graduates, Unisa wouldn't be. Thank you for making us happen. There's no passion to be found in playing small. This quote from Mandela speaks to the importance of striving for greatness through hard work and not settling for mediocrity. That's what you've done. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been here this morning. It is my honor this morning to render congratulatory remarks to all our graduates of the School of Business Leadership. I'm going through the colors here. I don't have my notes anymore. College of Education, College of Human Sciences, College of Law, College of Science, Engineering and Technology, College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, College of Accounting Sciences, College of Economic and Management Sciences. Have I left out any college? Spot on. The colors represent our colleges. And one school, the business school. And of course, we match that with how our staff are dressed up, as you will have seen. We are a university of precision. Congratulations, graduates. A number of you are joining what we call alumni. And some of you are family stamping your continued membership as Unisa alumni. We call you Unisans. We have 21 alumni chapters in 154 countries. We have established these alumni chapters because we want you to recognize the importance of continuing to foster connections with Unisa. Unisa, as I said earlier, is a mega university. We need you to come back. Until you are all red-gowned, we're not done with you. We know your addresses, we know exactly where you stay. We'll pursue you. With that said, let me remind you that outside this hall, we have a desk. We are registering now, should you want to, for 2025. From undergrad diplomas to doctoral degrees. We're ready, we have the desk set out there for you. So come back, we want you back. Every Unisa graduate is very remarkable, and it's found within the borders of this country, on this continent, and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you'll agree with me that you hardly know an organization that doesn't have a Unisa graduate. Huh? You're probably scratching your head. You don't recall any. That's the footprint that we have. We are the only university that's international, that has the mandate to operate internationally. We have a footprint in 154 countries. And we're very privileged to have offered this kind of open distance e-learning education that requires discipline and commitment that's been demonstrated by our graduates through your receipt of your certificates. The Unisa takes pride in the number of the alumni that we have, and we want to have continued connections with you. We are a university that's offered the Chartered Accountancy Division, Terrain, the career, more Black African Chartered Accountants than any other university in this country, actually in this continent. We have been very privileged to offer opportunities to former activists, struggle heroes who were incarcerated in the Robben Island. To this day, we exist even in all the prisons of this land where we continue to offer education. We started, of course, doing this way back more than 150 years ago. And just to make mention of some of the alumni that you are joining or stamping your continued membership with is President Mandela, may his soul rest in peace, the Nobel laureate and former president of this country. Actually, we're a university that produces presidents. Even the current president, hopefully he remains the president, given what you did on Thursday. We trained him. We also trained Robert Mugabe, one of the presidents that we've trained. Of course, we don't want to be held responsible for how he ended up to be. We've trained Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, may his soul rest in peace. We've trained, amongst others, eminent, and a number of you also eminent, and a number of other eminent politicians like Ahmed Kathrada. We trained him, needs no introduction. We've trained the justices of the Constitutional Court of South Africa and their role in changing the course of South African history. We've had a contribution in there. This is Mogoeng, amongst others, and Justice Dechang Msneg. We've also trained business people, legal experts, and acclaimed entertainers, like, for instance, Yvonne Chaka Chaka. We trained her. We've trained Sizwe Nxasana, who needs no introduction, because of the work that is done within the First Rand Bank. During the days that he was there, he was actually enrolled with us. We were training him. We've trained, some of you may be young to recall Minister Trevor Manuel. Remember the days of Trevor Manuel, that minister? We actually had a booming economy. We trained him. He did that because he was trained by Unisa. And you will be pleased, graduates, that we actually, ladies and gentlemen, should you not be aware, we exist in every bank note of this country and the coin. All the money that you have in your pockets right now and others that are in your investment accounts, it has a Unisa stamp. The guy who signs those notes, who yesterday maintained the interest rate at 8%, we trained him. He runs the Reserve Bank. we trained Lesekia Khanyago. We also trained the very first governor of the Reserve Bank as a woman, Jill Marcus, and many, many more others that we've trained. We've also trained. Our training goes beyond. We're not affiliated with any political party. We've also trained politicians of note and have made them to be quite critical, questioning people like Julius Malema. We trained him. That's the kind of training that we do to get our graduates to question things. Of course, we don't take responsibility for what happens. Even Lesekia Khanyago himself, he hasn't dropped the interest rates. We've been hoping they're coming down, but we didn't train him to keep those interest rates that high. This demonstrates the alumni that you're joining. Unisa is huge and has made a very important mark in the labor market, and we want you to hold that flag up high. As Professor Mudliat made reference to earlier on in terms of what the Chancellor expects of you, the integrity. We expect you to hold the integrity and the values that we've instilled in you all these years up high. We want to believe that in our training, we trained you not just to only have those certificates, but also to train your character and also to be what Mandela refers to as you should have concern not just only about yourself, but the community that you live in, and make a contribution because the world should be better, should be a better place that you passionately dream of because of your contribution. A close quote. Education, therefore, is much more than just finalizing and having the certificate qualification in your hand. You are, as I said earlier, encouraged to come back. We expect you to continue to be associated with us in various forms as an e-tutor, MACA lecturer, administrator, laboratory assistant. By the way, we have the kind of laboratory materials and equipment in this country that equals none other in the Southern Hemisphere. We may be distance learning education, but do visit those should you want to do so. As I end this congratulatory remark, I want to be expressing gratitude. Without the people that are in this room who are seated here as our loved ones and supporters, as well as guardians and family members and our colleagues, you will not have been here. Therefore, thank you. They're done now. Give them back their work. They've been hiding behind assignments and portfolios and chapters, and they're done with this journey. So you can give them back their work and expect them to attend all the family ceremonies and rituals. There's no work that's expected, at least for this year, of them. So graduates, please stand up. We want to demonstrate this gratitude through this fashion. If you could wave your certificates, your scrolls to the audience and say thank you. We've made a huge contribution to your existence, some of which actually has meant that we have had to forgo half of our salaries through the taxman. You know, most of you must be chased by the taxman right now, just to ensure that this higher education institution that is state-funded exists. Thank you, taxpayers. And NSFAS is not free of charge. It's paid through our hard-earned monies. In appreciation and thanksgiving, graduates, if you could also, with your certificates, thank the colleagues who are on the stage, the very number that's small, that's brought here, but who have made you to this day. Before we got here, there's a lot of work that has had to happen. Just thank you to these colleagues. Thank you. You may be seated. We believed a number of your stories that you told us to give you second and third chances to ensure that you graduate today. I relay gratitude to a number of colleagues that are not here on the stage and want to thank the procession for having made the graduation ceremony to be the fashion of this excellence that it has come to be, and also want to thank the Department of Institutional Advancement. A lot of work happens months in advance before we get this work done. And I want also to thank the internal auditors who audit all our qualifications. I want to thank the Office of the Registrar, represented by Ms. Salesa. Those certificates that you have there, they have features of security that cannot be seen by a naked eye. Many people have tried to forge a certificate. It doesn't take us more than 3 seconds to figure out, Bombay, this one. Because of the amount of money that we put into producing those certificates. Thank you, Registrar's Office, as the custodian of graduations and certificates. We thank the Department of Facility Management, Protection Services, security staff for ensuring that we're safe all the time and to prepare this kind of venues, this one in particular, and the Senate Hall. I want to thank the ladies, possible some of whom may have checked out, no, they have not, who were here when we were all asleep at 5 a.m. cleaning this hall, black women. We want to thank them. We thank the Multimedia Center, without whom, and the ICT's colleagues, without whom we would not have had colleagues who came to the podium, who actually, by the time we leave this hall and done with this ceremony, this record will be on the World Wide Web, ready to be enjoyed. Thank you, colleagues. I also thank the Department of, we're very happy that this morning we didn't have any rescue that's imagined that we had to have, but the emergency rescue and wellness clinic staff who always on the sides, because of some of the hills that we see going like that, we've saved a number of our graduates. Thank you for being on standby and jump at a very early stage to ensure that the not planned doesn't happen. We now move on to the next part of our ceremony, which is on page 25 of your programs. That is the national anthem. We will sing the national anthem as a demonstration of what we have achieved as a country, but also as these graduates. And of course, all of what we get to appreciate is because of our organist. What you've been listening to is not recorded. It's Dr. Isabel van Rensbeck. Thank you, Isabel. She's at the back there playing the organ. We want to thank her. On page 25, we will sing the national anthem. Please remain singing when we dissolve the congregation. And could I please make this announcement, doctoral red-gowned doctors, please, and your families, please remain in the hall because we want to beautify our archives with your photos, much more with our staff as well. Yes. Please make Unisa a trend, share on all social medias your celebrations. We want to actually beautify our archives. Thank you for making this ceremony happen. Nkosi, Keliboka, Siyabonga. They just stand. By the virtue of the powers entrusted upon me this morning as the Acting Vice-Chancellor, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.